it, but it was the most overwhelming feeling that that little song of mine could be done so beautifully, so big, so overwhelming.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celeb reactions to covers of their own songs.
It felt really, at the time, it felt really comforting and like a pat on the back in a way of like, you know, you can do this, get out there and write an album.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable stars who had unexpected, memorable, or heartwarming responses to other people's performances of their work. Is there a reaction we missed? What favorite musicians of yours loved or hated that their songs were covered? Tell us in the comments. Number 10. Pink. Davina Michelle covers What About Us. Not many people could sing in a way that rivals Pink. Just look at her acrobatic performance of Try at the 2014 Grammys. But Dutch singer and avid fan Davina Michelle took a shot at What About Us, and her cover garnered a fair share of positive internet responses.
What about the broken happy ever afters? What about us?
Perhaps the best came from Miss Alicia Moore herself, whose super adorbs facial expression says it all. She's hilariously astounded with a drab, "It's fine," clearly meaning that it's actually so much more.
It was fine. Actually, now I know how it's supposed to sound.
Imagine hearing one of your idols exclaiming that you sound even better than they could. Davina Michelle got to, and she was overwhelmed with gratitude.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Pink later went on to hire Michelle as an opening act, and we're not surprised. Number 9. Boy George. Vendulka Victa covers Karma Chameleon. It takes some serious tenutos to audition for a competition like The Voice, and that's before doing it with one of the judges' songs.
Come, chameleon. You come and go.
But bravery yields great rewards, as Vendulka Victa learned when she reimagined Karma Chameleon with singer-songwriter Boy George on the panel.
Sin, a contradiction. You come and go.
The Aussie morphed Culture Club's hit song into a soulful exercise in musical key changing. She made the tune completely her own, to the point that even George himself didn't recognize it at first.
Come, chameleon. I didn't hear a wicked word.
He loved it so much that he asked her for a mini encore and joined her on stage.
Oh, I never sang out there before. It's nice.
Come, chameleon.
The judges squabbled, but Vendulka decided that Karma wanted her on George's team. Each seemed equally flattered and bashfully charmed to see their artistic creations appreciated. Number 8. Alicia Keys. Puma Curry covers If I Ain't Got You. Anyone would be lucky to get encouragement from Alicia Keys. But talent runs in the family for Puma Curry, who posted a popular TikTok featuring her rendition of If I Ain't Got You.
Sing.
Curry is the gifted child of artists Erykah Badu and the DOC. This next-gen star isn't riding any coattails, though, as she proudly pours her heart into these vocals. Keys duetted the short TikTok as her head swiveled in rhythmic celebration of the sound.
Listen, girl. Talk to him.
Between her cheers of sing and yes, the R&B singer continuously furrows her brow in constant amazement of Curry's belting chops. It's just under 40 euphoric social media seconds of pure, you go girl energy.
Yes. Swag.
Number 7. Kelly Clarkson. Stephanie Skipper covers Piece by Piece.
I'm so thankful you sang that song.
That song means a lot to me.
Spoiler alert, a few of these reactions involve tears. During the blind auditions for season 14 of The Voice, Stephanie Skipper boldly commanded the stage with her rendition of sitting judge Kelly Clarkson's Piece by Piece.
And all I remember is your back. Oh no.
Unlike Boy George, Clarkson identified the choice immediately. The song's deeply personal lyrical content touches upon the life experiences of both women.
Father could stay. Oh, yeah, please.
And listening to Skipper's exposition of passion, we can surely feel it. So could Clarkson, who let her arms drop and the waterworks flow.
I'm so sad. I know this is embarrassing. I'm crying. I'm so mad I didn't turn. The fact that you picked that song, it's cool. I'm so sorry.
It seemed like she was ready to erupt in a sing-along at any moment, were she not so movingly choked up. It's a shame Kelly's team was nearly full, but she was thankful to Adam and Blake for pushing their buttons.
Kelly, I have to say thank you for writing that song because it means a lot to me and it means a lot to share in your art because it means something in my world.
I'm so sorry. It's my first season, so I'm feeling my team pretty fast, and
You don't have to apologize.
I know.
Number 6. Luke Bryan. Ethan Payne covers Do I. This next cover happened with the help from Make-A-Wish and a big-hearted country star. Diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, Georgia native Ethan Payne challenged his illness with a love of guitars and country music. The foundation allowed the young Payne to meet and play guitar for his hero, Luke Bryan. A very impressed Bryan even brought the boy on stage to perform his songs. Here's to the Farmer and Do I, live in concert.
Y'all welcome to the stage, Mr. Ethan Payne!
American Idol reunited the pair years later when Payne sang the latter ballad again. Bryan beamed from ear to ear at the sight of his old friend, and he happily rose to perform alongside the inspirational young man. The result was an obvious ticket to Hollywood and a reassuring reminder that Ethan Payne was already a winner.
And all my pain just fades away.
Number 5. Led Zeppelin. Ann and Nancy Wilson cover Stairway to Heaven. You can't just entrust one of the all-time greatest rock and roll songs to anybody.
No stairway. Denied.
Ann and Nancy Wilson were up to the task, though, with no less than Barack Obama and the surviving members of Led Zeppelin in the audience.
And she's buying a stairway to heaven.
During the 2012 Kennedy Center Honors, the Wilson sisters had backup from an operatic choir and the late John Bonham's son, Jason, on drums. Band members Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and John Paul Jones donned conservative smiles as the women began to conquer their mythological anthem. By the end, the Zeppelin members were promptly on their feet applauding. Even Plant couldn't hold back the misty teardrops as they joined the entire crowd in spine-tingling admiration of the unforgettable tribute. Number 4. Ozzy Osbourne. Yuto Miyazawa covers Crazy Train.
What are you going to play for us?
Osbourne, Crazy Train.
If you're good at something, the YouTube likes will flow. Budding guitar virtuoso Yuto Miyazawa learned this at a young age, as online videos of his guitar shredding earned him a slot on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. He proceeded to nail an insane cover of Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train, and was surprised when the rocker himself came out. Young Yuto was endearingly polite as Osbourne praised him and encouraged him to keep it up.
You are very, very good. Keep practicing.
So wowed by the singer that he invited Miyazawa to play alongside him for a few impressive live sets, including Ozfest 2010. While rock stars may dole out many compliments to fans, you know they're sincere when they make devotees part of the band. Number 3. Barry Gibb. Keith Urban covers To Love Somebody. They infected us with night fever, and they taught us to stay alive. The Gibb brothers, better known as the Bee Gees, inspired whole generations with their euphonious poetry and signature falsetto. A few of their famous full-grown fans revered the trio in a 90-minute television special saturated with premium performances. But it was Keith Urban and his electric six-string that coaxed all the feels out of Barry Gibb, the eldest G.
A certain kind of light that never shone on me.
With Robin and Maurice gone tragically too soon, Urban's take on To Love Somebody chimed with eulogistic resonance. Gibb clasped his hands, and Hart visibly touched when the whole amphitheater chanted along. Urban's poignant magical showcase lifted Gibbs from his chair and his spirit even higher.
You don't know what it sounds so good. You don't know what it's like.
Number 2, Trent Reznor. Johnny Cash covers Hurts. Who sang it first? Many are surprised to learn that Johnny Cash was not the first to croon the darkly impactful hymn, Hurts.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
Rather, he adopted the tune from 9 Inch Nails, something lead singer Trent Reznor, who also penned it, initially didn't love. The recording itself made Reznor feel like his most intimate piece of art was cheating on him.
His voice was in my song, and it sounded funny to me.
It was the music video that changed his mind, bringing goosebumps to his skin and droplets to his eyes.
I got the video in the mail from Mark Romantic, and that's when everything kind of goosebumps, wet eyes.
He even shifted to believing that the words had ethereally changed ownership, saying, "That song isn't mine anymore."
Everyone I know goes away in the air.
Though we can never be certain what drew the Man in Black to Reznor's composition, we're just as grateful for it as Reznor is.
It's a very flattering situation to have somebody that's such an immense talent and icon as him, and great songwriter, asked to sing your song.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Dolly Parton. Whitney Houston covers I Will Always Love You.
And, it's like a dog that hears its name or something. I thought, what is that? It didn't register on me.
We still feel the reverberations from that note. You know, the one. But before Whitney Houston split the firmament with I Will Always Love You, it was a quiet ballad that belonged to country icon Dolly Parton. The rumor mill churned out stories of how Parton and the pop superstar clashed over the recording, but that narrative couldn't have been further from the truth.
But it was the most overwhelming feeling that little song of mine could be done so beautifully, so big, so overwhelming.
Parton felt indebted to Houston for amplifying the song's popularity, and she later used some of her royalties to invest in a black Nashville neighborhood. And when Houston won Best Female Pop Vocal Performance at the Grammys, it was Dolly who presented the award.
Dolly, of course, coming from you, this is truly an honor.
Talk about ending on a high note.
And it's still one of the proudest moments of my whole life.
Really? Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.